close my eyes and make it go away. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Here we are on the backup channel. Sunday, the whole fandango supply of the family, the kids were gonna take another stab at gooseberry, and he never did say. He made a comment on my shorty over on the Ebomi channel. Breakfast, actually most of the morning over at Matt's this morning, and David was over for most of that, and we all sat out back until it turned into a heated discussion between Christine and Matt, and everybody pretty much walked away. Then I saw David out and talked to Jordan next door, and then while I was talking to Jordan, I got a phone call from Christine, and I'm like, she's in the house with the... And then Din was packing up to go. That turned out to be a bigger fail than you realize. Now, I do have a source. So, he didn't take all of the fucking rivets and the rivet gun with him. Both of us forgot. And, to make it even worse, what's she doing? To make it even worse, I don't know if you did it on purpose or not, but the lots of Boxer Premium Lager beers are still here. I guess I'm going to see if Mike likes those or not. You know what? They might not be bad as my Bloody Mary concoction. And speaking of Bloody Mary concoctions, this brew review is brought to you by Jolson. We went to the the liquor store that pronounces themselves to have the world's largest supply of beers on hand in Minnesota. I picked out some stuff for myself, and when I got to the checkout, Jolson did the whole, your money's no good with me. Hey Cobra, look at this, man. I found another setting in this thing. Evidently, if you just turn the juice up a little bit on it, it's pretty good. Okay, I think I have 2 shots. I think those are 2 shots, but I never trust those for some reason. Do I not just own a normal shot glass? Oh yeah. This is definitely going to be the end of the pop-off. In which case, the whole brew review would be... Well, Jeremy, I'm already going deep in. We came to the conclusion that these glasses and the amount of ice are not conducive to 2 shots. Never really thought I'd hear Jeremy say that, but... Last time I had this was actually at a bar in 2 Harbors. May or may not have been taking lunch for the company I was working for at the time. Well, who cares? They don't even have a sprinkler division anymore. Statute of limitations is long up, but yeah, my buddy Mark was at the time he was my I was the apprentice, and yes, absolutely, and he was the journeyman, and I guess he taught me well. He was one of those guys where you'd watch him drink 24 beers and still seem to act like he had had nothing. So when we used to work out of town, We used to usually stop and pick up a 12er for the ride home. Well, let me rephrase. We pick up the amount of beers needed to get from wherever the job site was to home. He drove, and he dropped me off, and he picked me up. So, I don't know. It doesn't look like there's a lot of extra floaty stuff in here. Now I'm gonna have to see if my taste buds, like I said, I thought that the Major Peters at the time was the second best Bloody Mary that you could get in the area. Number one was Black Bear, or not Black Bear, Black Woods. And since then, they no longer make their shit in-house, and it's not nearly what it used to be. And their prices have all tripled. Cheers. Maybe a little bit much on the vodka. Maybe these glasses are a true one-shot scenario. Digging that shirt. I'm not going to be as bold as saying all girls should wear a shirt like that, because there's a lot of girls that shouldn't even be in public. Bzzzt. Oh, Jesus. Yes, sir. Definitely not bad. Trying to pick what that. It's almost like everything else gets swallowed, and that coating that's left behind has a flavor that I'm having a hard time identifying. Yeah, these aren't bad at all. These would also probably be good under the Jeremy Doctor It Up stuff. We did do the Nanas. Picked up 2 bottles of Nanas. That has moved in the first place for me. Nanas. I like the original. I guess I'd have to try the medium again, but I know I would not. Seems to be a theme on these shirts. I would not. There hasn't been very many spices from a company that offers that stepping stone that I have liked. Now, this is the original, and Jolson also picked me up I picked it up and then he paid for it. They have another one called the Works. I know I've never had that one. And then I have another one in there, and I don't remember what the deal with that one. It was relatively inexpensive. And instead of green olives and whatever, I always like it when Mike starts a text off with, "Hey, dumb question." Okay, hang on. Heading out back right now. I know it won't matter to you guys, but be right back. There's a serious smoke emergency. I know this is weird. Fucking Mike is out of smokes. Strange. Well, Nancy, we made it a whole 9 minutes before having to do something. Wowzers. Okay, first in is Smile Money saying first. And then Salty says another Saturday night and I ain't got no naked. Multi Gunman says to him, "You've been naked banned until further notice." Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Bad says, "Captain, my captain." Bad. Smile Money says, so Din was allowed to be in the review as long as he did an imitation of a silent movie. EMT says, I don't think that he said much last time that he was co-host either. Yeah, Din's a lot like my brother-in-law. You're good until you hit that subject matter that, and then he just doesn't shut up. Just kidding, Din. And Jeremy informed me that these last forever, but Din left me with 2 pounds of original beef stick ends in pieces. Lord, why? Okay. Hope I like these. Somehow I feel I'll be the life of the neighborhood for a while, as I donate hundreds of little sausage bites. You know, that place north of Two Harbors. Okay, and this snit is brought to you by hams that I actually like. Okay, here we go, Rich. Rich says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Multi-Gunman says, I'm here, so what? Well, you know, other than the Bloody Mary, and that beer, and then the one I had with Mike, was taking a light day. I haven't decided if her eyes are sexy or just creepy. I'm kind of leaning towards creepy. But then again, if you just stare at her knockers, you never have to worry about her eyes. So when he says 8 beers, pretty sure that would put Sam over the legal limit, unless it was over the course of an 8-hour day. So maybe they have a limit that if you still stand upright and speak, you can buy another. Smart money, as usual, you're probably right. I don't know what the number was. I just threw it out there as a beer count. Maybe it's 4. Maybe after you've had 4 beers, the system makes them I'm sure for insurance reasons, it's probably a smart move to do a little sobriety check. Not if they're drunk or not, but how much you think they're drunk so that they can drink more. On the other hand, one of the reasons that I don't know that I would ever want to have... See, several people, like Sam, she has endlessly told me, even if I worked at one of the worst places in Duluth, I would probably make as much money as I need to make. Oof. God damn it. God damn it, Bobby. I'd be able to make all the money that I need to make to, pay the bills and put some money aside for this and put some money into I'm going to save up for that particular gun or whatever. But I just, you deal with drunk people. I mean, I'm sure every single one of you have had the experience that, for whatever reason, you didn't make it to the start of the party. So now you're showing up sober, and either you're real good at catch-up, or you've got to, deal with the fact that, I don't know. I guess the closest that my life is to that is if Matt gets home at 7:30 and pops his first beer, takes 6 or 7 or 8 tanks off the Johnny Walker bottle, then has a few more beers, and then has some supplementary lawn clippings. So if you get over there to visit him around 9:30, 10 o'clock, you have showed up. She's beautiful. You have showed up way too late to that party. I mean, it's not all the time. I'm just saying. That's just, dealing with those people. Sprongman, he says, oh, at 34 minutes, he does speak out loud. Weird. Bad? Try a cucumber jalapeno margarita. Maybe. So far, you haven't really steered me wrong on drinks, so I can't completely poo-poo it. Bad says, Din looks like Howard Stern. I'm just going to leave that one right there. Jolson says, we need more cowbell. Tell you what, Jolson, let's play this game. If the next one is a redhead, I will hit the cowbell. Otherwise, no. By the way, I also have to deal with the fallout of some of this stuff, and I have to say that you and the cowbell have not made any new friends. Just putting that out there. No cowbell for you. I was going to cowbell the shit out of it. I tell you what though, I am willing to train whistle. EMT between the girls and the train whistle. Might want to, fight back a boner. Oh, and I got my God, I always like that. I don't know why. I got my shit accomplished today. I probably tonight, if not first thing tomorrow morning, I will be doing the upload of the T1 Pro from Through Night. I have to say, I really like this. Like I said in the video, and I'm not going to say anything. All I'm going to say is I have another company's flashlight that is very similar to this, and I think this is bad. I think the other one's badass too. I do think the other one's badass. It's wickedly badass. But this, I don't remember. So I know one of the things that most of you may say you're not a fan of is the lock, because it's like complicated. There was one. I don't even remember what I don't even have it anymore. I gave it to Gage, where you had to like jump down, turn around, and pick a bale of cotton, and then press this 5 times, wait 17 seconds, press it 2 more times, spell out your name, and then hold, and then it would deactivate the lock. This one thing, first of all, it's kind of cool, is it's in lock if you press the button and it lights up red like that. Didn't notice that till now. Didn't talk about it in the video. But it's a matter of press and hold, and then it'll go to wherever it was last. And I have actually goofed around with this and found that it's also the infinity, where you just hold it and it keeps getting brighter and you can stop anywhere along the way. But if like you want to lock it right now, you press and hold till it goes into firefly mode, press and hold again, and now it's locked. And I found that as I reach for it in my pocket, if I press and hold, by the time I have it out of my pocket, it's already unlocked, because you just press and hold and it's going to be unlocked and it returns to whatever it was. This is like 1100 lumens, and then double tap it to go to turbo, and that's like 1900 lumens. But I do like the whole, but you can stop along the way. So I have not had it get triggered. It hasn't been woke well in my pocket yet, but I'm sure it's probably possible that it could get bumped and I'd find it on. So far I have not, but if I'm really worried about it, it's just press and hold to go to Firefly, press and hold again, and now it's locked. And this one is another one. Yeah, it's ironic as that is the cowbell. It has a really, really good, like, this thing could weigh twice as much, and I wouldn't fear that it would fall from that magnet. Okay. Okay. EMT says cucumber. I like the cucumber lime Gatorade. I didn't even know that was a thing. EMT, I would be willing to give that a try. I'll have to look for it. Cheap Old Gun Guy says, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what the storm's all about. Slow Joe Bite Me is about to come out of the storm, and thunder sounds like...
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
So anybody put any bets down in Hollywood or Vegas on, will Joe Biden be forced? Will he be talked into stepping aside? Personally, I don't think that cunt, worthless piece of shit, Joe Biden, will allow that to happen. Now, like I said before, don't think that I have any pity or sympathy for Joe. I have pity and sympathy for anybody going through what he's going through, both for him and for the family members. Like, case in point, in my own life, my ma, not my mother, personally, in some cases, especially with me and my father, the male model that I look up to is Pa, and female-wise, Ma. They're great people, but the effect that it has on you when something happens to your partner, Ma is not going to be leaving. I mean, last time I checked in, she was in the hospital, and Pa was just devastated when he walked in. Had a lucid conversation with her the day before, and the following morning when he came back down to spend time and visit her, she said, "Who are you?" And he told me that was one of the most devastating things to hear. I mean, I don't even know how long they've been married. I mean, I'm 57, so it means that they've been married for more than 57 years. They've been together. And to have Ma look at him and go, "Who are you?" But when it comes to Joe, I believe that karma, in this case, whatever God, whatever religion, whatever you want to believe in, I believe that God said enough is enough. You are a pedophile. You stand there and talk about, hang on, all right. Just checking. I was looking at a power supply and it looked like it had a burn mark, but something must have just hit it. And no, it's, when it comes to him, I think it's what he deserves. He's never put anybody first but himself and or his family. And I think it's just the Democratic Party right now is doing exactly what my ex-wife does. Every terrible thing that she did, does, and is what she will tell other people that I did. Still to this moment in time. I even recently had someone tell me, yeah, I ran into Lisa, and she was like telling me about how I destroyed the marriage because I had an affair. Yeah, that's exactly what the Bidens are doing now. They're taking everything they're doing and they're pointing at Trump and trying to make him look like he is a pedophile and he's a terrible person, and all I hear is how Trump lies. Bullshit. I wish there was actually really truth in our media, and to bring up just in the debate alone, how many times Joe Biden flat out lied. So I do think Jill Biden is a worthless piece of shit for elder abuse and what she's doing, her own personal greed of that power of being in the White House. She doesn't care about him, but maybe she I mean, I guess if I knew my significant other was a pedophile that had touched our children, maybe just keep whooping that horse until that horse don't get up anymore. Start on the right. David J.F. and Brown says the Three Musketeers. And then EMT says,
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
J-Dog is here at home. Cobra says, oh, nice plane. Oh, because Cobra has the exact same one and he sent me a picture. I have not hung it up yet. I don't know if you can tell. Wade, I usually watch the review around 3 a.m. so it falls under the old cop saying, nothing happens after 2 a.m. Just so Wade has an advantage, maybe I should start setting the review to go live at 3 a.m. Tom says,
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Tom's got a video up shooting his Hellcat Pro. And I believe on the row of steel targets that he was shooting at, he only had to hit or take a second shot at one. So overall, it was good shooting. I am still in my pajamas, and I also have my Hellcat, but mine is not the Hellcat Pro. Mine is the Hellcat RDP, and that refers to the fact that it comes with optics and it comes with a threaded barrel, and they have a compensator on it. And like I've said before, but in case you're new hearing me say it for the first time, it does legitimately make a difference. If you take it off, you can feel the muzzle flip a lot more. It really does tame it down. And of course, it's a threaded barrel, so if you happen to want to put Sullivan trap on the end of it. Poco said, "What's up?" Well, Poco, this one is unfortunately going to be a shorter one. I still have a shit ton of stuff to do. It is, a lot later than I had hoped by this point in time. But as soon as I'm done with this and I go over and press the button to start the laundry, not finish it, I will have one more thing out of the way, and I'll edit you guys, and probably going to be one tomorrow. I know I do have stuff to do. Back over working on a punch list at the Spook House. Next week I start a very big job on a flooring project, and somewhere in here I have been asked by Michelle next door if I want to do the siding on her garage. So it's kind of like, at this point in time, it's like feast or famine. It's like, especially when you get people that, when you got someone that calls and says, "Oh, and I got to go over to look at Mike and Roger, the rain, the flooding, and the basement problem on Wednesday," I cannot forget. There probably will not be a brew review on Wednesday because I have shit to do. But yeah, it's like someone gives me a call right now and says, "Hey, in a week, is it?" No, seriously, in a week, I just have a little. No. But I guess the short is, I guess that the phone keeps ringing. Maybe a higher power is steering me in the direction of just working for myself. She's an operator. Brad says, "At first I thought that was you. Had a Marilyn Manson appearance." And then Brad says,
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
and last comment from Poco. "My girl likes the brew review. This is a good thing. Or should I be afraid?" Over the years, Poco, if your girl, and of course, congratulations. Big congratulations. First, I'd like to start by saying, don't fucking die. Poco, congratulations on getting engaged. And if I know over the years, I have had females that followed this, probably more because they, would know me personally and then just put up with the shenanigans that go on here. But no, I appreciate it. I'd say it's a good thing. I mean, I feel pretty lucky in the fact that I am not afraid at all to hand Christine my phone. And more than once, well, she's had it. Well, this was kind of going back to had to turn off all notifications, both visually and sound-wise, for both the deplorables and the Captain Dick Nozzle account. But I think even though the stuff's off, if you're on the phone, I think it pops up because it might show up in I don't know. Long story short, Christine was checking something that we were looking at on Amazon or whatever, and then a barrage of stuff came in from Brad, and she's like, "Yeah, Brad's at it again. I just want you to know that first chick is definitely fake tits. I guess it's better than pretending you're something you're not, or hiding who you really are. I mean, I don't keep anything from Christine. I'm like, the deplorables. You know, now, Brad, I guess, has heard me say this. Everybody that is a deplorable is also in the Captain Dick Nozzle account. But not everybody in the Captain Dick Nozzle account is a deplorable. And so Brad has really just pounded the shit out of the Captain Dick Nozzle. And I don't know, maybe very seldom lately, Brad, have you doubled down on both of the accounts. But it pretty much, unless her, I like her eyes better. So I'm going right, left, middle. I mean, that's going to take like 3 days and a total of 45 seconds. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't really care. I am who I am. I mean, she comes down here and she usually stands and watches, and most of it is fake. Those ones are natural. Ooh, I like her shoes. Okay, go to the club. The Major Peters Original. I think this is pretty decent on its own. I think this is also a candidate for the Bloody Beers. Here's one I've never heard of, because I'm not a fan, and yet I have been almost guaranteed by my youngest one, Samantha. She said, you know, Bloody Marys, I've had them with both vodka and tequila, but something that a lot of people probably either don't do, and I don't even know if it was somewhere served that way or she just didn't have anything else, but she made a Bloody Mary with gin. Oh, yeah. She looks just like Pebbles with great big titties. Makes me want to go bam bam. Gin bloodies, and I'm just like, oh man. And she goes, well, what is it that about gin? And she goes, it's like drinking pine needles. And she goes, a really good quality gin does not taste like you drank Christmas tree water. She goes, you would probably be shocked. And I'm like, well, then either I need you to make me a gin Bloody Mary with what you think I would like, or you need to tell me what kind of gin to buy, because I'm going to leave it with you one way or the other. So let's see how this works. This, wow, amateur level. Gotta have it turned around. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably gonna put this at like an 8. I think it would definitely be enhanced, like those titties, if you maybe did with Jeremy's little bit of doctoring. I don't know if he just didn't want to come downstairs and grab some pickle juice, but normally with him it is A1 steak sauce, Tabasco. I am not a fan of Tabasco, and I think he even said he's not a huge fan of Tabasco, but that little bit of a vinegar punch that it gets. Oh look, a nice white lady taking him to go spend some time with his daddy. I'm going to hell, but I don't care. I'm enjoying the ride. Yeah, it's the overall it's good. Let me see how this works though. Oh, that definitely works. Okay, beer marries. Oh, that's working really good, actually. Maybe I should try one of those goddamn boxer lagers this way. Yeah, I give it a higher score if I was just buying a mix for that. But no, I guess I'm gonna have to try a gin Mary. In the club, Mike says, Dinscourage, Jeremy, Caitlin, and Eric, what's up? Well, by this point in time, Mike, all you get is me. And I'm going to go finish a few things and go do something I really haven't done. Well, I guess I sat over at Matt's, but go sit down. Bad says, hi, clubbers. Checking the trap. The light's green, the trap is clean. And, yeah, well, congratulations to, Charquet, his Dutchies, and their football, were victorious. And of course, I got pictures of that. His daughter's team also finished on top. Sent me a picture of the whole team. There's a lot of parents in that group that are going to have some sleepless nights. Do not think about it with my daughter. You go away. Yeah, I remember those days. What's your intentions with my daughter? Or the one you guys know. The one that really happened. Here. That's a 45 ACP round. If you do anything to my daughter, that's the slowest that I will ever be sending one of those your way. Where are you going? Okay. Nice. Cheers and be safe.